Welcome to my channel. Before you scroll away, answer me one question. What broke you? Was it a person? A promise? A moment you never saw coming? Stay with me for the next few minutes because the story you are about to hear might just be the reason you were meant to open this video today. There was a young man named Adam. He was 24 years old, and from the outside his life looked like a beautiful painting. He had a steady job at a small company. He had a girlfriend he loved deeply. He had a mother who prayed for him every night and a best friend who felt like a brother. Adam used to smile a lot. Not the fake kind of smile people wear in photos, but the real kind. The kind that comes from a heart that still believes the world is soft and kind. But life has a strange habit. It waits until you are comfortable. It waits until you finally feel safe. And then, without warning, it pulls the ground from under your feet. For Adam, it all happened in one single month. One month that changed everything. It started on a Tuesday. His boss called him into the office and told him the company was cutting jobs. Adam was one of them. No warning, no second chance. Just a thin white envelope and a handshake that felt colder than winter. Adam walked out of that building holding a cardboard box of his things. And for the first time in years, he did not know where his next paycheck would come from. He told himself it was okay. He told himself he would find another job soon. He was smart. He was hardworking. He would survive. But life was not done with him yet. 3 days later, his girlfriend called him. She said she needed to talk. Adam thought she wanted to comfort him. Instead, she told him she had been feeling distant for months. She told him she had met someone else. She told him she was sorry, but she had to be honest. And just like that, the woman he was planning to marry became a memory he could not delete from his phone. Adam sat on the floor of his small apartment that night, staring at the ceiling. He did not cry. He could not. It was like something inside him had gone numb. He thought that was the worst of it. He was wrong. 2 weeks later, his phone rang at 3 in the morning. It was his younger sister. Her voice was shaking. She said their mother had suffered a heart attack. Adam drove through the empty streets like a madman, but by the time he reached the hospital, it was already too late. The woman who had raised him, the woman who had believed in him more than he ever believed in himself, was gone. Adam did not speak for 3 days after the funeral. He locked himself in his room. He stopped answering calls. He stopped eating properly. He would lie on his bed and stare at the wall for hours, wondering how a life could fall apart so completely, so quickly. And then came the final blow. His best friend, the one person he thought he could trust with anything, borrowed a large sum of money from him a few months earlier. Adam had given it without thinking, because that is what friends do. But when Adam finally called him, broken and desperate, asking for even a small part of it back, his friend stopped answering. Blocked, gone, vanished like smoke. That was the night Adam broke. He sat on the edge of his bed and whispered to the empty room, "What did I do to deserve this?" He looked in the mirror and did not recognize the man staring back at him. His eyes were empty. His shoulders were heavy. His heart felt like a stone. He asked himself the question that so many of us ask when life becomes too much to carry. What broke me? Was it the job? Was it the love that walked away? Was it the mother he could not save? Was it the friend who chose money over loyalty? Or was it something deeper, something older, something he had been carrying long before all of this even happened? For weeks, Adam lived like a ghost inside his own body. He would wake up, drink cold water, and stare out the window. He stopped shaving. He stopped opening his curtains. His apartment smelled like sadness. But here is where the story changes. Because life does not just break people. Sometimes, in the middle of the darkness, it sends a small light. And if you are brave enough to follow it, that light can lead you somewhere you never expected to go. One rainy evening, Adam went outside for the first time in weeks. He did not have a plan. He just needed air. He walked to a small park near his building and sat on a wet bench watching the rain fall. And there, sitting on the bench next to him, was an old man feeding pieces of bread to the birds. The old man looked at Adam and smiled. He said, "You look like a man carrying the whole world on his shoulders." Adam did not answer. He did not have the energy to lie. The old man kept feeding the birds. Then he said something Adam would never forget. He said, "Son, I have lived 78 years on this earth. I have lost a wife. I have lost a son. I have lost businesses. I have lost my health twice. And I want to tell you something. Life will break you. That is not a punishment. That is a promise. But the day you stop asking why it broke you and start asking what it is trying to build inside you, that is the day you begin to live again." Adam looked at him. His eyes were wet, but for the first time in weeks, something inside him moved. Something small, something warm, something alive. He went home that night and did something he had not done in a long time. He opened his notebook. He picked up a pen, and he started to write. He wrote about his mother. He wrote about his pain. He wrote about the emptiness. He wrote until the sun came up. The next day he wrote again, and the day after that, and the day after that. He started walking every morning. He started cooking small meals. He started praying again. He started answering calls. Slowly, very slowly, he began to feel the shape of himself returning. Then one day he decided to share his writing online. Just a few paragraphs, just his honest thoughts. He did not expect anything. But something incredible happened. People started reading. People started responding. People started telling him that his words made them feel less alone. A woman wrote to him saying she had been planning to end her life, but his post gave her hope. A young boy wrote saying he finally understood that pain was not weakness. Adam realized something powerful. The pain that had broken him was becoming the medicine that was healing others. And in healing others, he was healing himself. Months passed, then a year, then two. Adam is now a writer. He speaks to young people about grief, about loss, about starting over. He still misses his mother every single day. He still remembers the girl who left him, and the friend who betrayed him, and the job that let him go. But he no longer sees those moments as the things that broke him. He sees them as the things that built him. Because here is the truth, my friend, and I want you to listen very carefully. You are not broken, you are being reshaped. The job you lost was not your ending. It was the closing of a door that was too small for the person you were becoming. The love that walked away was not your failure. It was life protecting you from a future that was never meant for you. The people who betrayed you did not destroy your trust. They taught you the value of it. And the losses that made you feel like you could not breathe, they did not come to kill you. They came to wake you up. So let me ask you again, the same question I asked at the start of this video. What broke you? Was it a person, a dream, a door that closed, a goodbye you never got to say? Whatever it was, I need you to hear this. That thing did not come to end your story. It came to start a new chapter. The pain you are feeling right now, the tears you are hiding, the nights you cannot sleep, all of it is not proof that your life is falling apart. It is proof that your life is being rebuilt. The strongest people you will ever meet are not the ones who never fell. They are the ones who fell, cried, screamed, doubted everything, and still got back up. They are the ones who took their broken pieces and turned them into a message. They are the ones who used their scars as maps for others who are still lost in the dark. You can be one of those people. You already are. So do not run from the pain. Do not hide from the question. Sit with it, look at it, and then rise from it. Because the day you stop asking why life broke you and start asking what life is building inside you is the day everything begins to change. And that day, my friend, can be today. If this story touched even one small part of your heart, do me a favor. Take a deep breath. Put your hand on your chest. Feel that heartbeat, That heartbeat is your reminder that you are still here. You are still fighting. You are still becoming.